Hi. So I'm gonna put this clip at the end, but basically my whole computer just like froze in what just happened. I wanted to do a video about getting P2 ISOLDE or ISOLDE and how much fun I'm having with this. So I'm gonna put that clip at the end because the computer died halfway through it and was like, no, I don't want to process that. I don't want to record that at all. So let's just get into the video. Today we're going to be having some fun with ISOLDE. We're going to do the last 10 to see if anything can happen from that. But spoiler alert for the end of the video, thank God, I thought that was going to be another sudden 6-star. Oh, it's like not even loading the characters. My computer is loving this. Anyway, let's get on with the show. What I want to do today, I don't want to do a guide. I think that there's amazing guides out there about ISOLDE. I like ISOLDE. I think it's wrong, it's ISOLDE. I love this character. I think she's great. Please go watch the guides for her. I just want to show you some fun teams because I think that what she brings for reality and what she brings for burning teams, of course, she's a burning support. Play her with Spathadia. Play her with Joe when Joe comes out in 2.0. Put her in a burn team. But you know what else? My favorite thing with her is a little bit of a little tech, I guess, where she is one of the best enablers, similar to how Ulu is. She's one of the best enablers for this, for Blasphemous of the Night. So we're going to be having some fun to see different teams and different options that you can play with this character and with Blasphemous of the Night, and putting Blasphemous of the Night on your favorite DPS, even if they are a 4-star or a 3-star. Let's get right into it, shall we? Okay, so for our first team today, we're going to be looking at how we can use ISOLDE or ISOLDE in a team with plant teams, basically. So first of all, the easy way that you can kind of abuse this tech of using Blasphemous of the Night with any DPS is you need 2 negative stats on the enemy at all times, and it will buff them up to, I believe it's 28% at, if you refine it to like R5 or lack of a better term. So an easy way to do this is putting ISOLDE with Sotheby, P6 Sotheby apparently, with Sotheby, because burn, and of course there's a whole video, by the way, on the channel about different characters that have a negative stat versus what it is versus a control. A negative stat is something like confusion, it's something like burn, it's something like poison. And also a new character that brought out a brand new negative stat is actually our wonderful birdman Getian. Getian's, I believe he has an effect where, I believe it's the bone reading effect. Correct me if I'm wrong there, but when that status is on the enemy, it's a negative stat. If you put any of these 3 into any type of team format, you can squeeze some extra damage out of your DPS. So in this example, we are using Eagle as the main damage dealer for this. Now, I'm not the best at this boss fight exactly, but I just wanted to throw in I wanted to basically throw in a few different teams to fight this boss, and just to kind of show off how well it works. I really love that since ISOLDE came out, she is essentially just a hyper buffer for any reality damage dealer, and I really enjoy what I really enjoy about any type of game. I enjoyed this about Honkai Star Rail when I used to play it, was that when there is like weapons or like elements of the game that can create different play styles within different characters, it gives you a lot of freedom to kind of not just go for the meta builds. It helps you to go for more fun builds, helps you to have a bit of fun with things, which is essentially what we're doing here with ISOLDE in this format. I just really enjoy that we can use characters like Getian, and you can create characters that maybe kind of got ran out, like Eagle. A lot of people say Eagle's squishy because she's very, very squishy. She has low defense, low HP, but she does a truck ton of damage. And interestingly enough, like, she can clear this pretty well. This is really hard content. This is made for I3 level 20. It's not easy content, and Eagle did 32% of the damage there. and kind of spreading it across that team. I really enjoy that aspect. Now, the next team that I want to showcase is, of course, I couldn't go without talking about the queen of negative stats herself, which is Sweetheart. So in this type of setup, you don't actually need to have a poison character there to give an extra easy negative stat, which essentially is what Sotheby is or was on that last team. In this one, because you have a DPS such as Sweetheart who can apply her own negative stat with her own insight, essentially it frees you up to make a hyper carry Sweetheart. You can use a character like, in this case, Desert Flannel who buffs beast characters, which works well with Getian and also works well with with Sweetheart, and also she offers enough sustain. I will say that her healing is not as amazing if you build her for damage, but if you build her for healing, she is excellent. I just like to use my Desert Flannel as more of a damage dealer and try to out DPS the enemies, which is probably one of the dumbest things that I've ever said out loud. But nevertheless, you know, I like Sweetheart. I think she's a fun character. I think she's campy, and I'm glad that ISOLDE'S gives her a new team template to play around with, and also an excuse to use the Blasphemous of Night. Now, I'm not saying that if you haven't built this side tube yet, that you have to build it. I'm just saying that this is a way that you can kind of use and abuse it. Realistically, these teams are an example for any type of setup. If you have as long as you have a reality damage dealer, that's the big thing. You can't put Melania into this team setup because ISOLDE was going to enable burn, but she's not going to help with any of the reality damage buff. You could do Centurion, you know, and you could use Centurion and then swap in, you could swap in any healer realistically, as long as you've got those two negative stats or the two stacks of negative stats on the enemy. I mean, I'm sure that, yeah, basically what I wanted to do with this is have a bit of fun and show some mix and match teams and everything. I do have to say, this patch has kind of revived my interest in the game, because as much as I enjoyed 1.6's character Getian, the rest of the patch was like okay for me. The story was not amazing. The story was okay. Yenisei was great, but 1.7 has just been fucking incredible. Don't get me started on A9's story. Now let's look at our next we can't do a video without Blonny, and this is something that Macaron, shout out Macaron, another big Blonny main, has both of us, as soon as ISOLDE came out, he messaged me and said, have you tried? And I said, yes I have, and you better fucking believe I'm making a video about it, because you can actually use, so Tooth Fairy can apply Confusion. Confusion is a negative stat, so you can actually use a crit carry now, as long as you've got Tooth Fairy to offer the crit defense down, which also ISOLDE does offer. She offers crit defense down. You can use a reality damage dealing crit DPS with the Blasphemous of Night side tube, and these are the highest numbers that you can squeeze out of a crit carry. My Blonny, who is R15, blessed Blonny, I don't think she's ever done higher numbers. Yes, in this battle, she doesn't have the Afflatus advantage. We're very much just seeing the raw numbers, essentially, without any buffs, and also this enemy has a lot of, you know, stacks of damage reduction in the kit, but doing these types of numbers, it's a really fun way to kind of squeeze out some extra damage. How many times can I say that in a video? But yeah, this team setup is excellent. You could use any star DPS here. I did try to do this with Oliver Fogg. I will say he doesn't do enough damage in order to actually, you know, clear this as fast as I would like it to be cleared. But I like that there's room for freedom. Anyway, rather than just keep ranting about the same team, I hope that you can see that different combinations of these characters work in different ways. You don't even have to use Getian here. Realistically, you could use a character here that also does buffs, general damage, or you could do a secondary damage dealer. you could put in someone like Ezra. Ezra would be an excellent 4th slot in this team. You don't need Getian. Mainly this is just seeing different ways you can use your Isolde, because I don't like to use the word must pull. I think that's fucking ridiculous. But this is a character that I think has brought a lot of joy to the game for me and a lot of fun team building ideas. So take with that what you will. But yeah, let's get back to 1.7. The story, incredible. The artwork, amazing. The voice acting, usually sometimes I kind of cringe at English voice actors. I don't know why, that's my own mental battle that I have to overcome at some point. But I was really impressed with how they've handled the story in this one. I'm really impressed with just the artwork. Like this boss design is so stunning. Like anything gothic, anything ooky spooky, which is amazing, just speaks to my heart. For those of you who are still listening, bless you. I mean, you would have noticed my new display picture, which was made by my partner. He really loves ZZZ, and he made a custom bangbu for us because my heart lies with horror and creepy stuff. So this patch is giving me those sweet 1.2 vibes that I kind of miss. But yeah, essentially that's what I wanted to show you. That's 3 team templates, but again, mix and match those characters. If you want to use a different DPS, try them. Try to find some fun with Blasphemy of the Night and squeeze extra damage out of those characters that you like. Let me know which characters you're using with Isolde, and of course, put in Spathadia. Go for those meta teams, please. They are going to be better than the teams I showed you today, but I wanted to show you the alternative teams because fuck it, it's a game and we're here to have fun. Thank you for watching, and see you soon. See you soon? What am I saying? Anyway, bye. Hi guys, so we are back. Basically, what are we doing today? I really like Isolde. Isolde. Don't know how to say, but I really like this character, and I didn't want to really do a guide. I'm trying to take a break, take a step back from doing guides because I want to just have a bit more fun with the game. I want to have a bit more fun with content and just do fun shit. So today we're going to see if my little bit of leftover luck is going to get me P2, and then we're going to look at some fun teams for to see if we can get her, which that was a fucking joke, I guess. Let's just get it over and done with. We did not. We got P6.